What if I told you that some of television's greatest shows, the ones that made us laugh, cry, and stay glued to our screen for years, might never have reached us without one man working quietly behind the scenes? That man was Bob Broder, one of Hollywood's most influential TV agents and executives, whose career helped shape the very landscape of modern television. Sadly, the entertainment world is now mourning his loss. Bob Broder passed away at the age of 85 after a battle with cancer, leaving behind not only a legendary career, but also a legacy of inspiration, respect, and admiration. Bob Broder wasn't a face you saw on the screen, but his fingerprints are everywhere in the history of television. For decades, he was a guiding force behind some of the industry's most beloved and successful shows. His clients created cultural milestones, including the unforgettable sitcom Cheers, starring Ted Danson, which became one of the most iconic series of the 1980s and 1990s. Broder was more than an agent. He was a champion for storytellers, someone who understood that the right support could turn an idea into a phenomenon. Born with an eye for talent and a passion for storytelling, Broder built a career out of helping others shine. Colleagues describe him as a man of intelligence, loyalty, and vision. In an industry often criticized for its cutthroat nature, Bob Broder stood out for his integrity. He fought for the people he represented, not just because it was business, but because he truly believed in their potential. One of his biggest claims to fame was working with the creative team behind Cheers. The show was risky at the time, set in a Boston bar, revolving around ordinary people and witty banter, but under Broder's guidance and the talent he represented, it blossomed into a cultural phenomenon. Cheers ran for 11 seasons, won numerous Emmy Awards, and made household names out of its cast, including Ted Danson, Shelley Long, and later, Woody Harrelson. Without Bob Broder's belief in the creators, Cheers may never have found its footing. The success didn't stop there. When Cheers came to an end, its spin-off Frasier carried the torch. And once again, Broder was behind the scenes supporting the creative team. Against all odds, Frasier not only matched, but in some ways surpassed the success of its predecessor, becoming one of the most critically acclaimed sitcoms in history. The show went on to earn a staggering number of Emmy Awards and cemented itself as a cornerstone of American television. Broder's influence wasn't limited to comedies. He also supported darker, more innovative shows, including The X-Files. At a time when science fiction and conspiracy-driven storytelling were still considered niche, The X-Files exploded into mainstream popularity, captivating millions with its blend of mystery, suspense, and the unknown. Once again, Broder's ability to nurture creative talent ensured the show's survival and success. But perhaps what made Bob Broder so admired was not just the shows he helped bring to life, but the way he treated people. To friends, family, and clients, he was more than just a Hollywood agent. He was a mentor, a confidant, and a source of inspiration. His family described him as someone who inspired a lot of people, and that sentiment rings true across the entertainment industry. For every award-winning series, there are countless personal stories of how Broder changed lives through his kindness, support, and unwavering belief in others. His passing has left a deep void, not only in Hollywood, but also in the hearts of those who knew him best. Tributes have poured in from colleagues, actors, and writers, many of whom credit their success to his dedication and guidance. While audiences may not have known his name, they certainly felt his impact every time they tuned in to watch the shows he helped nurture. Bob Broder's career serves as a reminder that sometimes the most important figures in entertainment aren't the ones in front of the camera. They're the ones working tirelessly behind the scenes, ensuring that creative voices are heard and that great stories reach the audience. Broder's story is about more than television. It's about the power of believing in people, about loyalty, and about the quiet strength it takes to build something lasting in a world that often prioritizes the fleeting. As we look back on his life, it's clear that Bob Broder's contributions will not be forgotten. The shows he supported remain timeless, continuing to entertain new generations of viewers. Every time a fan laughs at a Cheers rerun, enjoys the wit of Frasier, or gets lost in the mysteries of The X-Files, they are experiencing a piece of Bob Broder's legacy. At 85, after a long battle with cancer, Bob Broder leaves behind his family, friends, an industry forever shaped by his influence. While his passing is heartbreaking, his life story is one of achievement, impact, and inspiration. He may no longer be with us, but the television he helped create will continue to live on, reminding us of his extraordinary vision and the countless lives he touched along the way. Bob Broder's legacy proves that you don't need to be on screen to become a star. His star burned brightly behind the curtain, and it will continue to shine for years to come.